The first football match I ever went to would have been in 1961, I think, Easter, when my father took me to see Ipswich play Cardiff at Portman Road. My grandmother lived in Ipswich, so we used to go and stay with her at Christmas time, Easter time in the summer. And that year Ipswich were in the First Division for the first time under Alf Ramsey, who later went on to become manager of England. And Ipswich, in fact, much to everybody's surprise, including those supporting them, won the championship their first year in the old First Division. When I was 15 in 1966, my family lived in Seaford on the south coast, and it was my brother's 13th birthday in July, so my father bought tickets for the World Cup semi-final at Wembley, not knowing then, of course, who was going to be playing, as a birthday present for my brother. And my brother and I and my father went up to Wembley to see England play Portugal. We got there by train. It was about an hour and a half's journey from the south coast to Victoria, and then we had to take the tube up to Wembley. And then it's about a half-mile, three-quarter-mile walk to the stadium. We must have got there pretty early because we managed to get right to the front behind one of the goals, which was a sort of prime place. You stood in those days, of course. It was before it was considered to be dangerous. And I wasn't that tall as a boy, so I could only just see over the barrier. I don't remember all that much about it. I remember England's second goal because Bobby Charlton hit it more or less straight at me. I also remember generally being impressed by the skill of both teams. It's only my opinion, but I think they were certainly the best two teams in the world at that time. And it was just a fabulously skillful match. One of the newspapers I've got mentions it was 35 minutes before there was a foul. And, just that continuous play is almost unthinkable these days. Well, I was a goalkeeper, so Gordon Banks was my hero. He made a tremendous save about 5 or 10 minutes from the end of the England-Portugal match. He sort of rose up to tip the ball over the crossbar on what looked like was going to be the equalising goal. So he was definitely my hero. I remember walking home because when you walk to the stadium, everyone's sort of going in ones and twos and little groups. But of course, at the end, everybody comes out together. So there was a great mass of people walking back towards the tube station, and the road was completely full of people. And we were going very, very slowly. And then when we got to the tube station, we had to wait for several trains to go past because a train would fill up with people and then we'd move forward a little bit, and the next train would fill up with people and we'd move forward again. Well, here I've got my ticket for the semi-final. Cost 17 shillings and sixpence, which for a boy of 15 was quite a lot of money still then. I think my pocket money then was 10 shillings a month, just to put that in context. So that was 2 months' pocket money, pretty nearly, for me. And after the match, I remember I was really so in admiration of both teams that I bought 2 rosettes, one for each, because Portugal really did play very well. We were glad we'd won, but we thought they played very well. Very worthy opponents. But I think this one is perhaps one of the best ones, as a picture of Eusebio, who was, by common consent, one of the best two players in the world at the time, the other one being Pelé, and Nobby Stiles played a blinder of a match to shut him down. In fact, apparently, even Alf Ramsey, who never praised players individually, praised Nobby Stiles afterwards, because he had a reputation as being a bit of a tough man, and Alf was scared stiff he would commit a silly foul and get sent off, and he managed to control Eusebio without actually committing any fouls, which was showed self-control, I suspect.